Okay, in exercise 7a, we're going to be doing the fillet again. So it's nothing different than what you did before. This time we're going to be putting in some text right here, and then we're also going to be putting in some dimensions along the rectangle. And then we'll put some text. Even though it doesn't show after fillet here, we'll also put a before fillet text and an after fillet text right here as well. So let's go ahead and get into AutoCAD and get an idea how we're going to get this started. Okay, so first of all, let's go ahead and make sure I have my grid settings. I'm going to go ahead and make those 1. I'm going to turn off grid behavior, and I'm going to go ahead and put my snaps to 0.25. So my snaps are 0.25, grids are 1. Nothing on grid behavior. I'm going to check my units now. Format units, decimal, 3 decimal places, that's what I want. And also I'm going to check my drawing limits. Format drawing limits. Lower left hand corner says 0, 0, that's what I want. Upper right hand corner needs to be 17, 11. That'll give us enough space to do all of our drawings. And then go Z enter, A enter. Okay, now that we got our settings, one more thing for our settings is to take a look at our line weight and make sure it's inches and second scroll bar from the left. Looks good. Now we're ready to go. Click on rectangle, click on a dot, and draw me a 3x2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We can go ahead and verify that one. Click on it and put your mouse over the grip, and then you can kind of see that it shows 3x2. Remember, if this is the 3x2 is not popping up, make sure the DYN, the dynamic input, is pushed in. Again, because if it's not pushed in, if I go up here, notice how it's not showing. But if I have that DYN, the dynamic input, pushed in, it'll show me the dimensions. Alright, let's go ahead and get the dimension now. We might as well get comfortable using the dimension toolbar. So go ahead and bring out your dimension toolbar. I'm going to bring this up here to the top, kind of just set it up there. When you do dimension toolbars, you're going to make sure you do it in the dim layer. Okay, so I got dim. I'm going to turn off my snap since I don't want to have my movements controlled. So I'm going to make sure I also have my O snap on, settings, and I'm going to be using endpoint. So I'm going to turn off these other ones. So make sure O snap we have endpoint. Okay, now we're ready to go. The very first button on the dimension toolbar, it's called linear. It's also up here, dimension linear, so it's the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and click on the button over here. Click on the corner, click on this endpoint, and then I'm going to bring up my dimension. Okay, so you want to bring it, notice from here to here the distance is 1. You don't want to go further than 1, and you don't want to get too close to your object as well. So you kind of want to center this as best as possible. So I'm going to put it right there. Right click, repeat linear. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Make sure when I do the dimension, I make sure you select on the object, because lots of times people make mistakes by clicking up here on the blue and then they go to the object and it'll give you the wrong distance. So make sure you click on the endpoint to endpoint, and I'm just going to bring this out here. So that's a good distance right there. Okay, one thing though, take a look in the book. It has 2 decimal places here, 2 decimal places, and in our drawing in AutoCAD we have 3. So what you need to do is just click on it once, right click, and go to precision, and go to 2 decimal places, and it changes that. So again, you click on your dimension once, let it just light up, right click it, go to precision, and 2 decimal places. Okay, so we have that. Let's put some text in here. I'm going to go to text heavy, A button, draw a little box here, and I'm going to go ahead and put some text in. So it's going to be before fillet, and click OK. Go ahead and copy that, or not copy it, not yet. I'm going to go ahead and move it first. Let's get the move button here, if it lets me here. There we go. Okay, now I can move it here. Alright, so before fillet, And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and copy all this right here. Just go ahead and copy that and copy it right down below. Okay, I'm going to turn off my grids as well. Go ahead and change this into after. Go ahead and get rid of this and get rid of this. Alright, now we got to do our fillets. So let's take a look what size fillets we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing fillets of radiuses 0.75 for the tops, and then fillets with a radius of 0.25 for the bottoms. So let's go ahead and do that. So remember to do fillet, you just go ahead and go F, enter, R, enter, 0.75, enter, click on your lines. Okay, and then repeat that one. Okay, so we got the top. Now for the bottom ones, it's 0.25 fillets. So F, enter, R, enter, 0.25, enter, click on your lines. Okay, now we can go ahead and put some text here. I'm going to go ahead and copy that over here. I'm going to go ahead and turn this into R.75. I'm going to go ahead and copy this right over here. I'm going to turn on the ortho so I get a nice straight line. Okay, and then I'm also going to go ahead and copy these two. I'm just going to go ahead and bring them straight down. Okay, so something like that. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this one into 2.5. Turn this one into 2.5. And go ahead and now turn the layers into dim. Okay, Z enter, A enter. And there we have it. So we're good to go for 7A.